Hi, this is Denise LaFrance, certified coach with Emerge Into You Coaching. I'd like to start a video blog series on being married and discovering you're gay. This happened to me when I was 37 years old with 2 small kids and a husband, and I totally understand the stress and the total upheaval that it can cause in your life. But I'm here to tell you that there is another life for you. There's joy at the end of the upheaval, and I'd like to help you get there. So one of the things I want to talk about is basically that feeling of first discovery. For some women, they know they're gay, but because of either family expectations or religious expectations, they enter into marriages that, you might love and respect your husband, but the type of love you feel is more platonic than anything else. So there are some women who enter knowingly that they're gay, and then there are other women like myself who really didn't have any idea until it hit me when I met a particular person and the stars were aligned, the chemistry was right, and boom, it happened. And then it really changes your whole world. And when you look at your life in retrospect, sometimes it's very easy to see little signs that really pointed you towards being different than the other girls, but you didn't really understand why. So for me, it was not a conscious decision. And there's absolutely no judgment for women who enter marriages consciously knowing. There's a lot of societal pressure, and there should be no guilt about that. The other thing that I feel really blessed about is the fact that if it were not for the marriage that I was in, I wouldn't have my kids. And as hard as that was for me and for them, it's made us who we are today. And ultimately, everybody's got their own journey, and whatever path you're on is part of your journey, good, bad, or ugly. So, there are certain things in marriages that can actually get you to begin to start thinking about your sexuality. If you feel like you're not able to be emotionally intimate with your husband, a lot of times it will get you starting to think about, what is it you want? Who am I able to be emotionally intimate with? Have I ever been able to be emotionally intimate with a man? It might not be emotional intimacy, it might be physical intimacy. You might discover that you really don't like having sex with a man, even though you've never had sex with a woman. You don't know, but you wonder, and if you start to wonder, it starts the process. Sometimes it's a major life event. If you lose a parent who's had a very strong influence over you, sometimes that will be the instigator for starting to take a look at your sexual orientation when you get a little bit older. It sort of frees you up emotionally to really come into your own being. And so that's also a catalyst. For many women who reach midlife, you start to take inventory of your life. You start to really take a look at your choices. You take a look at assessments of all kinds of things, and one of them might be your partner satisfaction, your life satisfaction. And for others, like myself, it might be that you meet someone and you develop a major crush, or you fall in love with your best friend. There are all kinds of different ways and methods of discovering, obviously, that you're gay. Once aware of all of these emotional triggers, it's really, really hard to stuff it down and to just live life normally. There are all kinds of decisions and choices that you can make along the way. My hope is that you will let me help you. I would be honored to help you. And in part, when I went through it, I hired a therapist because when I was going through it, there was no such thing as a coach. In retrospect, really what I needed was someone to help me process what I was going through. I didn't necessarily need someone who could really go back in time and look at core reasons for things. I really needed somebody to help me with where I was at that moment and then help me to move forward in whatever decision I made. And that is what I've dedicated my career to. So I am going to take a look at several issues around coming out when you're married, and I hope you check back with me. If you'd like to talk to me personally, please check out my website, emergeintoyou.com, and my contact information is all there and at the end of this video. I hope to hear from you. I will continue the blog series and talk to you soon. Bye.